Taylor, KDK TV2, 93.7 The Fan. I reeled him in, Rachel K., who's still recovering because of her beloved Notre Dame. Before we talk Pitt, what happened to the Fighting Irish who weren't so festive or fighting yesterday?
I have to admit, I was surprised. And now,
Shocked
the four
is a better
teams,
word.
the four teams in the playoff. If there was one I was iffy about, was probably Notre Dame, and not because I didn't think they were that good, but this was a team that was taken to the brink against Vanderbilt at home, taken to the brink against Pitt at home. So if there's anything that stands out, that's probably it.
All right, let's talk about Pitt. It's Stanford, the Sun Bowl tomorrow. Coverage 93.7 The Fan begins at noon. KJ Costello and Cameron, what's his last name? The running back. Scarlett is his name. So talk to me about Stanford tomorrow against the Pitt Panthers.
If there's one thing I'm looking at the coaching matchup. I mean, Pat Narduzzi's done what a lot of people I think is kind of a split opinion about the job he's done here. He predicted a division championship for Pitt, and they actually followed through on it. So that's one thing you give him credit for. On the other hand, he's up against a really good coach in David Shaw. David Shaw is one of my favorite coaches in college football. He's had success as an assistant on the NFL level. He's done pretty well on the college level against Stanford. A couple of losses that he probably shouldn't have each year that might maybe affect their standing as a better team as far as national rankings are concerned. But a really good coach in David Shaw. That's what I'm looking at as far as this matchup goes.
I tell you, a matinee game, I think this is a good story for the Pitt football program, wouldn't you?
I would agree with that, and they have history at the Sun Bowl.
Yeah.
They've had some success there. They've also had some games that ended with only a single solitary field goal that didn't go their way. But there's history there at the Sun Bowl. They could write a new chapter here. They got a couple of seniors leaving at running back, Darren Hall, Quadriolison. These are guys that want to go on a good note. Elijah Zeiss, a linebacker, talked about trying to finish out on a strong note. Alex Kessman, the kicker, is a guy who wants to leave an impression. Kenny Pickett at quarterback. It's his first year as a starter. Not as great as far as results go. I love his confidence. I love his competitiveness. He's a guy that still goes in believing he can win games. He's pretty confident in himself. I'm curious to see how Sean Watson is confident in him. That showing against Clemson was really disappointing. 8 yards is not going to win anywhere unless you're TCU and Gary Patterson's your head coach, but that's a different story. I want to see what Kenny Pickett does, and I want to see how those running backs perform.
Josh Taylor, KDK TV2, 93.7 The Fan. Game tomorrow, noon, Pitt IMG Sports. It is the Sun Bowl, Panthers, and the Stanford Cardinals.